Because I tell everyone, focus beats intelligence. We buy houses and we buy ugly houses. Those are wholesalers. Yes.
I haven't seen that one.
Yes. Social media is very real, and it does not cost you very much money. If you work on something every single day, how could you not be successful? Even if you worked on it 1 hour a day.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So somebody wants to start their own business.
Yes.
I mean, just from a general starting your own business perspective, what are some must-haves? Like you don't even bother trying to start a business until you have what?
Until you have a focus. Because I tell everyone, focus beats intelligence. And one of my biggest issues, what took me so long to become a millionaire, I would say, was not having focus. Trying different side hustles, too many different side hustles. Oh, I'll sell Mary Kay. Oh, I'll sell, Nutri-Bars. Oh, I'll sell,
juice.
All of these different things. And focus beats intelligence. You have to pick a horse and ride it. So if you say that you are going to, because you can't ride all the horses. You can only ride one horse at a time. So that's step one. What is the one thing that you are going to do? And just do that one thing. It could just be one product that you have. If you're a videographer, maybe you only do weddings. And that's it. You just do wedding photography. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
you don't do babies and families and da-da-da. And I give that example to everyone. Dentistry. Who makes the most money in medicine? Surgeons. People that get highly specialized. And so that is what you should do. So like when I first started doing real estate, I just did wholesaling. I just would find...
What is that? Yeah.
That is when you find someone that is having a property problem. You get that property under contract for a certain number, and then you flip that contract to someone else, meaning you assign that contract to someone else for a fee. So for example, if I am a real estate flipper, which is what I tell you they don't teach you on those shows, where I get most of my properties from are wholesalers, people that find these people that are having these issues. They send out letters all the time. They constantly have the marketing going to find these properties. And
they're the ones that put the signs on the side of the road that say, we pay cash for your house, or whatever it is.
Exactly. We buy houses and we buy ugly houses. Those are wholesalers. Yes.
I haven't seen that one.
Yes.
But that's funny.
So that's a wholesaler, and people that are fix and flippers, they go to those wholesalers and they get those contracts.
So you were wholesaling.
Correct.
Not flipping.
Not flipping. When I first, like I said, after I'm in my parents' basement, I have bad credit and no money. I can't flip a house. I couldn't get a loan. I can't get a Home Depot card. I can't do anything. But what I can do is call someone up, find out, hey, you're in foreclosure. Hi, this is Noel with ABC Lending. Okay, I see here that you're currently 4 months behind. I have a network of cash investors. They want to buy your home, and they're looking at homes in your neighborhood this week. Is it okay if someone comes by and takes a look at your house?
Boom. And that's the script.
That's the script.
Yeah.
And this is where I say, that's it.
That was your focus.
That was my focus. So I just focused on that one thing. And I tell everyone that if you have a business, if you focus on one thing, you will be successful, especially if you focus on it with the intent to make money.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Now, do you have to have, someone like me, for example, would I have to have a dad like you did?
No.
Who is willing to go into business with me and will blah, 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 put forth the capital? What would you tell someone who has focus?
Yep.
They've got a product or service, they know what they want to do, and they're really good at it, or they're willing to sweat.
Yep.
How do they get the capital? How do they get going? They've got to have some...
Most people don't actually need much capital to get started. Okay, so say, for example, you're a videographer or you're a photographer. Let's just stay with that example. If you have a camera, you can and you have a phone, you can get a website, you can make a free website, you have social media to find clients. You don't need a lot of money. People think that they need all of this money to get started when they don't. So say I'm a photographer and all I have is a camera.
What if I don't have the camera?
If I don't have, now let's talk about it. I don't even have the equipment.
Right.
I need some inventory.
Yes.
So let's talk about what are some of our options. You can do PayPal. This is why I tell you want to actually take a business. You need a few $100s to get the business license and things like that, because there's tons of people that have money for startups. PayPal, for example, lends money to startups, even if it's $5,000. That should be enough to get people started.
Yes.
And Square, you've heard of Square. You've seen barbers, and they have those little Square. You get those little apps, and you start using them. They immediately want to lend you money.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
So, or even if you do have a consumer credit card,
Correct.
you usually have a line of credit
Correct.
that you can get it. You
Correct.
Can
Or you use
liquefy.
Amazon. I mean, there's so many different creative ways to get the one thing that you need, but to actually market and find clients, you can do that absolutely free. Social media is very real, and it does not cost you very much money. You also have a cell phone. Most people, and this is a mentor gave me this, go through your cell phone and you call every person in there and you tell them what you're doing now and tell them what you're looking for. And by a week, you will have it.
How long does that take? I mean, you said a week, but how much time should people expect to put in at the very beginning?
In the very beginning,
I know it depends on the business.
It does. My mentor gave me 10 hours a week. He said, if you work on your business 10 hours a week minimum, you'll have a business.
But is that someone who's also got a job on the side?
Yeah, so for me, it was someone that was going to school full time and someone that had 3 kids.
A fool going to school.
Yeah, a fool going to school.
With 3 kids in the parents' basement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was what it was for me. But at the same time, and that's what I tell my students, about 10 hours a week minimum. If you work on, here's the thing, if you work on something every single day, how could you not be successful? Even if you worked on it 1 hour a day, every day.
Yeah.
And that's more about what it is. It's about that focus. It's about that commitment, not necessarily about I have money or I have a rich dad or a rich auntie. Because if they give you money, that's not going to help your business.
Yeah.
Like someone giving you money does not give you a profitable business.
Well, it's the old give a man a fish, you feed him for a day.
Correct.
Yeah, train him, teach him
Yep.
how to fish.
Yep.
So you're a fisherman teacher.
I am a fisherman teacher.
The coach of fish.
Wow, that was an amazing episode. If you want my new book, you can get it absolutely free at noelsfreebook.com. Get my new book, Real Estate Millionaire Secrets, absolutely free. You just cover the shipping and handling. Go to noelsfreebook.com. That's Noelle with an S, noelsfreebook.com. I have poured my heart into this book and I am teaching you all about real estate, how I started with bankruptcy, bad credit, no money, and how you can do the exact same thing too. Check out my new book because I want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.
No,
It's a pyramid
definitely.
scheme. They're in your downline.
They are not in my downline.
Every success anyone has
just builds me up in some way.
I think authenticity is critical to success in anything.
Yes.